Everybody loves a good show, and the after party is where we celebrate that show. Imagine that life is the show.
Join us, Tam and Porschia, at the after party where we'll celebrate life, the good, the bad,
and the ugly. This is where things get real, because that's life, and we're going to keep it real.
And if you want to laugh, cry, and be real, this is the show for you.
Come party with us.
Hey, Tam.
Hey, Porschia.
How you doing, boo?
I'm amazing. How are you?
Ready to party?
I'm ready to party. We got a good one for you guys today. We are going to be discussing. You ain't leaving? Why do people stay post cheating? If you're considering staying after infidelity, it's probably because you still love your partner and you want to work it out with them. And this is perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with you. You may share life events, children, memories, special moments, etc. And I can't wait to dive in. But Porschia, what we sipping on today?
All right, the cocktail of this party is an old fashioned, baby. Okay, let's get into it. All right, I'm looking for whiskey because it makes me
whiskey. Whiskey makes you frisky.
It makes me frisky. A little whiskey. Okay, so yeah, let's get into it. Cheers, Tam.
Cheers, Porschia. Clink, clink, clink. Hey, little karaoke break.
Just a little karaoke
My
break.
little secret. Don't get caught in the cheating scandal.
See, baby, you're my little secret. If you don't tell, I won't tell. And that's how we gotta keep it.
Hey.
See, baby, you're my little secret. If you don't tell, I won't tell. And that's how we gotta keep it.
Porschia.
Did anybody see ya?
Hey. Come into my house last night. When I got your message in my feed. We don't have those no more. Just wanna do everything I like. Alright. I've been in the same room with you and your girlfriend. That really turns me on. She'll never kiss in the middle. We got this thing going on. You're my little secret, babe.
Here's how we should be.
I'm gonna need to cut her off. I'm gonna need to cut her off. She was enjoying that way too much.
Okay.
We don't need you to have no secrets. We don't need you to have any secrets.
No secret. No, I don't want to be nobody's secret. Don't try to make me your secret. No, thank you.
So our business spotlight for the episode is Amor Levon. Listen, she does all the waist beads and anklets and bracelets. She even has a clothing line. I love all of her stuff. I be rocking all her stuff. Yes, your girl wear waist beads.
Period.
Let's give it up for Amor Levon. To this episode. Why do people stay in relationships post cheating? Porschia, would you stay after a cheating scandal?
So,
Story time.
In past relationships, I did actually stay. it was weird. Like, well, my very first relationship, I was in that relationship for like 6 years. We cheated majority of the time, and I kept being in a relationship. You know, we had our ups and downs or whatever, but I was still in the fight. But after that, I kind of dealt with relationships differently, and I was like, if you cheat, I'm gone. Period. Like, I'm not gonna tolerate that foolishness any longer, and I didn't. But I did come to some sort of, I guess it was a caveat within my marriage, right? I was like, this is my husband. If he was to cheat, I would consider staying because the stakes were higher, right? This wasn't just my boyfriend. This wasn't just my little sneaky link or whatever. This was my husband. So, God forbid if he ever cheated, I would be willing to work through the infidelity, get to the root of why it happened, and us being able to kind of figure out our marriage from there. But if it was to happen again, look, you only get one time. Like, I'll be forgiven that once. After that, it's a no for me, dog. But I don't know. I don't know if I mean, I'm no longer married, so
There's that.
I don't know. I mean, I had a level of trust with him that I just felt like, you know, if that was to ever occur, not saying that it did occur, but if it was ever to occur and I found out, I would be a little more like, okay, listen, Linda, let's figure this out. Okay. But yeah, I ain't gonna play around with you little boys, okay? Out here trying to be in a relationship and want to cheat. Go get somebody else to do it. I don't have time to waste. Yeah. Yeah.
So I've been, of course. I mean, I don't know very many people that can say that they've never been cheated on or have been cheated on before. I agree with you that in a marriage, it may be a little bit different because you're really trying to be in a marriage, to be until death do us part, right? And
Yeah.
to try to figure things out. But I am always someone that says you never know what you will do until you do it.
Exactly.
So it's very easy for me to sit here today, not in a relationship, and say I ain't putting up with that. I wouldn't do that. I can't really say if that's true or not.
Right.
To be honest, I know that I would not want to have to deal with cheating in my relationship, but I also know that people are human and we make mistakes. And so, would I be forgiven? I would try. I don't know how successful I would be, but I would try. I would try because I'm not perfect. He's not perfect. And so let's see if we can work through it. But if this is going to be a continual thing, nah.
Right. Ain't no reoccurring series over here, bro.
Because I'm just too amazing to have to deal with that.
The foolishness, okay?
And if you don't know it,
my choice at that point too. Like,
absolutely.
You said you were gonna not do it again, and then for you to do it again, it's kind of like you don't respect me. You don't really care what I think or feel, or how it makes me feel. I'm already feeling some type of way since you have invited this into our marriage or relationship. Like, bruh, get somebody else to do it. I don't have the tolerance or patience for it. I don't.
So, what percentage of couples stay together after infidelity? Close to 25% of marriages stay together after an instance of cheating. And more men than women stay married when they are the cheating partner. 61% versus 44%. Meaning, if the man is the cheater, he stays in the relationship with the wife and works it out. If he is the cheater, meaning we stay. And that is according to our own law. That is an ad that I read. And they are saying that we stay. Which we already know.
We already know.
That women, exactly. Women are way more forgiving than men. However, I mean, according to our TT Live crew,
Right?
shout out to them.
Hey, y'all.
Today, we had a whole person in there, a man, saying he done built a whole lot, and meaning that he has shared and built a lot with his partner, and he's probably saying, like, what we doing? We gonna stick this thing out.
Yeah.
I think that especially when you have invested years and you have built things together, finances, you have children, you've blended families. I think in those instances, it's a lot more difficult to just pack up and leave. And so I think that's why a lot of people in marriages find it very difficult to just walk away, and they are more apt to try to work things out. I don't know if you're my boyfriend. I don't know if I'm staying.
I'm not. If you my boyfriend, I'm not. We are no longer together. I am again single. Because I'm already single because they put a ring on my finger. So I'm gonna go back to single. I'm good. Like I'm not. I understand all the mistakes in the world. I'm not trying to act like I'm above anything or whatever. But it's a mistake for you to leave the milk in the car. It's not a mistake for you to slip your penis in somebody. I'm sorry. I'm not. That was premeditated or no, tempted or no. Like learn how to discipline yourself. Like we a big age now. We ain't no kids no more. You know what I'm saying? Like things I tolerated as a teenager or a young adult in my 20s. Yeah, no now. It's a no for me now. Because I'm a hot commodity. Plenty of people out here that want to be on my team. That want to be the quarterback. And I ain't got to tolerate your foolishness. Okay?
That is so true. I mean, men be acting like we don't have options.
You're not the only one. It shows like a level of them not valuing themselves enough, I feel. Because if you really did value yourself the way that I would value you, because I consider you being the fact that I even considered you being my partner shows how much I value you. So if you don't value yourself enough, then who the hell am I? Like, I can't make you see what I see or whatever. And that just kind of makes me feel icky. Like, you don't even like yourself like that. You don't even love yourself enough to be disciplined enough to be respectful enough towards me and our relationship. Like, no, it's somebody else to do it.
You're right. I didn't think of it that way. Well, I guess I have considered that, but not in this moment. I didn't think about it. But, if they are cheating, maybe they're seeking validation and acceptance. And if they're not receiving love from me the way that they need in order to feel whole and not need to be seeking validation and acceptance from elsewhere, then I'm probably just not your person, and that's okay. You don't need to cheat, sir. You can get your dusty rags and go.
Hello? Just tell me this ain't working for you, boo. And that was another thing that our TT fam told us, like TikTok family told us that, sometimes they are communicating and they're not being received in the way that they need to be received. But again, like you said, if that's happening, then that means that person is not your person. Because they're not willing to grow or evolve or gain a greater understanding to meet you where you need to be met at, then just leave. I know they were saying it's so much easier said than done, right? Like, it's harder to leave than you imagine, but at some point you have to choose you. That's for a man or a woman. Choose you. And I'm not gonna sit back and allow myself to be disregarded or pushed to the side or dealing with my feelings of your infidelity and making me feel insecure, all that type of stuff. Let's say to save face, or we moved into this, now we got to separate it. Look, it is what it is at this point. I would rather go through all of that than to stay here and have all those things and all those feelings just pile up, and I can't do nothing about it. Like, I want peace. I want joy. I want safety. I want to feel protected. And I'm going to reciprocate what I got to reciprocate, period.
Absolutely. This goes back to what we talk about all the time: being honest, being transparent, communicating.
Yes.
If you're able to do those things, there really shouldn't be a need for cheating.
Yeah.
But if the cheating still happens, then rinse and repeat. Then we now need to communicate and be honest and be transparent, because we need to get to the root of it.
Yeah.
To ensure that it doesn't happen again. Cheaters gonna cheat. And although many people believe in the adage, once a cheater, always a cheater, it's not necessarily true.
I don't think it's true.
Not every person who cheats once will cheat again.
Yeah.
However, serial cheaters are people who seek out sexual partners on a continual, chronic pattern of infidelity.
Yeah.
Cheaters gonna cheat. So
cheat.
If you see the red flags, they done cheated on you before the marriage. What are we talking about? Why are we still getting married? Sir, you clearly do not want a monogamous relationship. Why are you marrying me? And sisters, if he cheating already before the wedding, like, I ain't saying he can't reform, but maybe you want to take a beat and be sure.
Yeah.
Because maybe he just is someone who is seeking validation and it's never going to change.
Mm-mm.
Maybe he's always going to need someone other than you.
Yeah.
Because so men always say that sex for them is just the act, and for us it's tied to emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess that means we should forgive the cheating because it didn't mean anything.
It meant something. It meant that she could get you off. And you chose to get that nut off with her. That's what it meant. Instead of your ass coming home and figuring out whatever the hell is going on here so that you can get your nut off with me. That's what it meant.
Happy birthday. I mean, I don't disagree. I probably wouldn't have put it so eloquently, but
it's really selfish, though. It's selfish.
Given selfish, absolutely. It is given selfish, and although the act for you didn't mean anything, but you knew that if I found out, it would hurt me, and you did not consider me in that moment. So, do you love me, sir?
Well, you know what? Like the famous late great Tina Turner said, "What's love got to do with it, Tam?"
Oh shit!
I mean, she didn't say Tam, but you know.
But okay.
But you know, for real though, because I genuinely feel like a man or a woman can sincerely love you and still cheat. It's not that the love isn't there, but again, it kind of brings into question, what type of love are you used to? Remember, like last week when we were talking about the trauma bonding and all that type of stuff, we all come with traumas. Like Jock explained at the end of the day, if he asks a bunch of people, have you ever encountered trauma? You're going to raise your hand eventually. It could be the smallest of things, but they affect us in the long run, right? So we all coming with our own traumas, coming together or whatever. but you may be used to toxic love, or you may be used to, this is how my family operate. I thought you're supposed to get multiple women pregnant and be out here doing all the things. I thought that's what love looked like, right? And y'all got two different understandings of what love is. Like I said, and I think we're on the same page about the peace and the safety and the protection and all of those things. That's what love looks like to us, real love. But they link up with a guy that don't view love that same way. Or for real, some people just be really about their lip service. And then there's that. But they show you with their actions what the fuck the love is. And so it ain't really got to do with love. You can love me, you can take care of me, you can provide for me, you can do all the things and still go sleep with Sheila. And then come back and be like, baby, but I love you. I want to be with you. I'm sure you do. Because you love it here, but also something within you, your trauma is catching up with you. And it's something ain't computing. The math ain't mathing.
Yeah.
You go right there and screw Sally Sue. I don't understand.
Sheila and Sally Sue.
All these hoes. I'm sick of it.
Oh my God. Y'all better not say anything ever again about me calling women Susie, because she got Sheila's and Sally Sue's over there.
Maybe.
It is such a difficult thing to uncover, right?
Yeah.
Because as you mentioned, trauma bonding, a lot of times cheating is associated with some sort of trauma. There's something there that is preventing you from committing solely to me.
Yeah.
And especially if you're saying, I love you, you're my person, then what is causing you to continue to go over there?
Yeah.
If it's a continual thing, because right now we're talking about repeated offenders, right? People that are not learning their lessons. But also, since we're talking about men or women that are habitual cheaters, what does it say about you if you're accepting that behavior?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what type of trauma have you dealt with that is allowing you to stay, that is keeping you there? Do you feel that there's no one else for you, that this is all the love you can get, this is the best you're ever going to get? Like, what is it that is holding you to someone who is disrespecting you in this way, that is not caring for you and not loving you in the way that you need?
You said the percentages earlier, according to the Turin law. 61 to 44. 61 women stay, 44 men stay. I feel like all the things you just listed are definitely some reasons. Women, and because of how this world is set up, and I kind of feel like how it's always been set up and it's seemingly getting worse as time goes on, the ratio of women to man, good women to good men, and I mean in the sense of the man wanting what I want, is drastically going down. Like it's not equating. So the pools that we have to pick from, it's like a diamond in the rough if we come across a good one. I'm not saying that like it's not a lot of good men. It is a lot of good men. But
those men are already taken, baby.
Exactly. A lot of them are taken. A lot of them are probably in a whole nother state or country somewhere that ain't where I'm at. I don't know. But the point is that it's slim pickings out here. And so, for instance, I was talking to one of our family members, okay? He was saying it's a whole bunch of yous out there. I'm not saying that you're not unique or special or whatever. What I'm saying is the type of woman that you are, it's a lot of women like you out there, a lot of good women that's deserving of some real good love. But the man, and he's a man, men are not up to par. And it's just not that many great guys that's out there looking for the same thing as you. I don't know. It's just weird. But a lot of women feel like, well, this one, even though he got all these things on my list, but these things are kind of like, not that great. But I'm going to tolerate this bullshit because this is the best I done got. He actually wants to be in a relationship with me. Sometimes that's enough. At least he chose me, put a ring on it. So
Yeah.
I got picked, so I can't complain about too much. We will settle for stuff like that because, and we will end up staying even after that good man. He's a good man, Savannah. Okay, he did all the things and still cheated on you. It's like, well, I mean, I could take this L to the face because if I leave, then I may be back in this shitty Warrenfield dating pool. Who wants to deal with that?
They got pee in it.
It got pee and shit. Like, it's a bunch of turds just flirting around, and the urine.
Please don't be a turd in the dating pool.
The urine is over doing the chlorine. Can't even clean it no more. It's just too much. It's just too much. Y'all can't tell. I'm motherfucking tired. Okay.
I was getting ready to say, listen, I don't want to be in it anymore. I give up. Okay. Will there be one? Okay.
Will there be one? It will be one, Tam. One day.
I'm not supposed to be out here alone.
That part. Ooh. I said that recently somewhere. I can't remember, but I think it's on my. I'm about to sell my business, child. Let me not say that.
Don't say that.
My folks will be upset. It will be an uproar in the street.
There will be an uproar in the building.
There will be a rebellion.
This thing, and your phone will be jumping off the hook, baby.
This is what I saw, and I loved it. It said, I was never meant for surface level. I was always meant for intensity, depth, and intimacy. That's where my heart lies. Okay? So that just speaks to all of it, right? Like, if you think you're going to come over here and give me some surface level shit, I'm not, ain't nothing about me surface level, babe. Nothing.
Yeah.
I need that deep, intense, good. Okay, and if you ain't coming with it, move around, sir. I thank you, Hashitashi. I am beautiful. I love the compliments. Thanks, but keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's that. I don't know what else to tell you.
That's so true. I think that every man is thinking, oh, I'll just, tell her a few sweet nothings. She gonna be in awe. Baby, you's not the first person that thought I was beautiful, and you won't be the last. And also, I have a mirror.
Hello.
I don't need any of your validation. I don't need it. What I need is somebody that's loyal and true and going to dig and dive deep with me. That's what I need.
Period, Tam.
I need someone that is emotionally intelligent and available. I need someone who is not afraid to get vulnerable with me. Listen, you know
what? Ooh.
God damn it. Anyway. Come back for
not having a realization, revelation, epiphany in the midst of describing. That sound like, oh shit. Help me. Okay.
I hear you, Lord.
Tam, where's your list? Have you reevaluated it recently?
Let me go get this list. I
need you to do a pros and cons.
I hear you, Lord. I have been saying all of these things over and over and over again. And so
Boom.
the realization, in case y'all want to know why Portia laughing, the realization is that I need to acknowledge when all the things that I ask for is put right in front of me and not run away from it.
Because
it didn't come in the package that I expected.
I'm getting hot. Lord Jesus.
I'm just saying, because, listen, ladies, listen. PSA. A lot of times, we send away that good man, Savannah.
Hello?
Because he missing a tooth. Listen, if you missing a tooth, don't call me.
Ooh, child, you almost made me say something. Listen.
Don't say it.
That's cosmetic, baby. We can get that fixed. Listen. But if your core, if your heart, if your mentality, if all those things is given, baby, we can go to the dentist. I can help you get your tooth.
I can help you. But I'm just saying, like, we are sometimes not just women. When I'm saying I'm talking about mankind. Sometimes we can be really superficial.
Woo!
We be worried about all the wrong things.
Oh my God.
And then we get the thing that come packaged nicely the way that we want, and he's sleeping with all the Susies that he can find. Woo! Listen, ladies, do not be afraid of the dude with the missing tooth. Because as Portia just said, we can go to the dentist, baby. He treating you good. He's being intentional. He's all the things you pray and ask the Lord for, except he got that missing tooth. Baby, take him to the dentist. They got teeth.
They got teeth there. They got teeth. That is so... Give me 1 second. I gotta get my fan, child.
She said she got the gun. She probably get ready to call somebody on that list that had all the things, but they was in the wrong box.
Child. You done made me hot. Baby.
It's hot. Baby. In the middle.
Baby. Okay, listen.
We have to be mature and grown up in our picking.
We gotta be what?
Mature and grown up in our pickings. Because if we are worried about the packaging and not the core,
woo,
we in trouble.
My God. Tam, you passed the collection plate on today. Because she preached.
Come on in the room.
No, like that is so freaking real. And I've had this conversation before, and my therapist, me and her have talked about this, and she like, God be studied telling us and showing us like, oh, you was looking for it to come like this. You wanted it to show up like that. But I'm giving you what you asked for. I'm giving what you manifested. I'm giving all of that. It just looks a little different. But it's the way that you need it.
Oh.
It's exactly what you need.
Mm-hmm.
You needed it too. Because what are the chances that you going through what you're going through and then boom, drop it right in front of you?
Yeah. And you like, no, but that's not what I asked you for, Lord. He said, but I'm giving you what you need. But that ain't what I want. See, that's the problem. We want what we want. We don't want what we need.
What we need. Sometimes
you get what you want, and he be the habitual cheater.
Jesus. I mean, we're not saying that God won't bless you with what you want. He gives us the desires of our heart. But again, what we want doesn't necessarily mean how it looks. What we think it looks like, what our imagination is. God has a far more greater vision than we ever could. Okay? So we need to just be open to the interpretation of whatever it is that he gives us.
I say that all the time. Like, the Lord probably sent me my husband a long time ago, and I probably was like, Lord, not him.
Yep.
Not that one.
No, I don't like it. Get
Not
away
that
from
one.
me.
He light skinned, Lord, because y'all
See?
know I likes me a chocolate
He's
man.
short, Lord. No, I don't want it like that.
He like, lady, I sent you the man. He light skinned. Okay, that's your man. You sure? You sure, Lord?
Positive.
He light skinned, girl. You ain't getting the chocolate man. Daggone it this time.
This time, okay? This time.
I want to be careful not to make men out to be villains because women cheat too.
And we're just coming
And
from our perspective as
yeah,
dealing with men because we are sexually interested in men. This is not a man bashing thing. A lot of women cheat too. I once have cheated as well. I get it. Okay.
I will not confirm or deny.
Oh God. So y'all know what that means. Anyway.
Just in case any of my exes is watching, I never cheated on you, baby. I hate your face right now. Yeah, so I don't want to make it seem like we're bashing men, but as Portia said, we're just coming from our perspective. And also, I want to say I've had some very, very good men that, as far as I know, they didn't cheat on me.
Right.
At least I didn't. They didn't get caught.
Yeah, I think, oh child, the only man that I could really feel that way about is my ex-husband. Like, I don't really feel like he ever cheated on me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't confirm nor you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just how I feel in my heart of hearts. Like, you know, but still, all the rest of them Bamas, I like to say,
all the rest of the Bamas,
they definitely exist out here.
Well, and also, y'all know the old adage, hurt people, right?
That part.
So, you know, it may not have been that they didn't love you, like we said earlier, but if they're coming from a place of past hurt that they haven't healed, they may continue to inflict those same pains on you. And they're expecting you as their person, the person that said that you love them, they're expecting you to forgive, forget, try to help them heal and continue on with them. And the minute that you no longer want to ride the ride with them, then you become the villain. But that's again because they're already in a hurt space where they haven't healed that thing.
Yeah.
But I ain't your therapist, so go get therapy.
Please go choose therapy. Please. Get somebody else to do it. And I advise it be a medical professional that does it. Not another woman or man that you are going to continue to inflict this pain on. When I make that statement, that doesn't mean continue doing you over there with somebody else. No, go get the proper help that you need because there's something broken in you. It is not a normal thing for you to go sleep with this one, that one, while you're in a relationship. I want to be very clear. If you do, we all got autonomy over our own bodies. If you want to sleep around and do all the things with all the people, that's your own business. But do not engage into a relationship with someone or a marriage with someone and you proceed to go down this chronic path of cheating on them. Something is wrong with you. It is not the people. It's you.
It's you.
You can't effectively communicate. You can't be vulnerable. You can't get this person to hear you, see you, feel you, whatever, or you have chosen wrong. If that's the case, still get the courage enough and the strength enough to leave and take care of you and heal you. Because you can't control nobody else. You only can control you.
Which is why you have to decide for yourself if you are opting to work through a cheating situation. That's a choice you have to make for yourself. And I don't equate that to being weak. Because I think that you have to be a very strong person to actually forgive someone that has wronged you in that way. to try to work through it and figure it out. Now, if we get down to a habitual cheater and you're still staying, then maybe we need to heal some things in you that is keeping you in a space that you would accept this behavior from someone. But again, people make mistakes. If you're willing to forgive it and you really think that this is something that you guys can work through, I still would recommend counseling.
Yes. Because you can't do it on
Because
your
it can
own.
only make you better.
Yeah, it's only going to make you better. It's going to give you the tools and skills that you need to be able to hear each other and understand, work through them. Because if you choose to stay and work through it for real, oh, that's some real work. Work is not easy. Just like we all got these jobs out here and we don't want to be doing them most of the time, but it's necessary. But you have to put in that time. You got to punch that clock. You got to do all the things. You got to drive. You got to commute. You got to deal with these folks and they funky breath and attitudes. You got to do all of that. And that's work, right? Like that's work. But that's the same thing when you choose the counseling route. When you choose to work on your marriage or your relationship, it's going to be some heartache. It's going to be some pain. It's going to be some processing. It's not going to be all, okay, we're working at this. This is great. No,
Right.
you got me stuck. It's going to be some of them moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to be some of those break down, tear down, but you got to tear it down and build it back up. Like, that's just how it is. But at least y'all working to put it back together brick by brick. And
if you are the cheater, if you are the offender, you do not get to decide when my healing comes.
Woo.
If you want me to stay with you and work with you and work through it, you don't get to decide for me when I stop talking about it and when I stop bringing it up. If you don't want to hear about it anymore, then you should take your cheating bags and go.
Yeah, it's a process. You have to give people space and time to work through that process. It's not an overnight thing. Yes, I'm decided to stay, but I may still get triggered at times. We have to recognize those things. Like if you step out the house and you didn't tell me where you was going, and now I'm like on pins and knees, I'm triggered. And so now I'm gonna be like, where you was at? Oh, you was talking to Keisha? What you telling Keisha about? What's going on with you and Keisha? Now I'm questioning y'all relationship. That's always been your friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much. It's too much. Just give people grace.
Now you be Keisha.
Not our
Keep it away from me.
Not our Keisha though. Shout out to Keisha.
No, yeah, not our Keisha. Hey, Keisha. Keisha is one of our TikTok family members.
Yes.
My real family member.
Right. That's good. No, but for real, like we have to recognize when you're choosing to work it out and to stay, that comes with a lot more responsibility now. You thought it was what it was before. Now you really gonna have to put in that work. Now you really gonna have to prove and change
and be accountable and say I was here, I was there. Do you want my location? Like sometimes it's gonna take all of that. Yeah. Sorry, like you created this insecurity in me, and now you can't decide when I get over it, and when I move past it, and when I don't need your location anymore, and when I don't want to ask you 11 questions. You don't get to decide that for me because you created what's broken in me, or added to,
added to it, Tam.
Because sometimes we are two broken people come together, right?
Yes.
And now you've done something to make my brokenness more raw, more exposed,
amplified. Okay.
Yeah.
So
you don't get to say, "Oh, well, I did that." I did that 6 months ago. We still talking about that? Yes, we are. We still talking about
it. Every time you hit it from the back, I'm thinking, is this how you were stroking her? I mean, these are real things that go through your head. Am I wrong?
It is really real, but also I wasn't expecting her to say it.
At this point, y'all should expect the unexpected, okay? It's really bad.
The innocent and wholesome sister.
Innocent and wholesome.
So, what reasons would someone stay? According to our party goers, love, embarrassment, fear. These are some of the reasons. They also believe that finances could cause you to stay. Children make it tougher to leave. Codependency.
Woo.
That brokenness in more than one, right?
Yep.
Right? And abuse. That people are just abusing you emotionally. Like, we're not necessarily talking about physical abuse, but also physical abuse. If I am a victim of physical abuse, mental abuse, then I may be more apt to stay with the cheater because they have created a whole other fear in me, that I can't go out and find someone else, that I can't go out and find my own place, that I cannot survive without them, because they created that fear in me through their abuse. I'm telling you, our TT family, they so smart.
They are so smart. They're our alignment partners. They really do be on the same page we be on. But it's that energy. We just draw in those like-minded folks. And yeah, it is what it is. That codependency though. So for me in my house, we rock the mic. But also,
absolutely,
I was saying that I set that standard very early on in my marriage, that I would rather be alone than be in an unhappy marriage. I don't care if we got 11 kids. I don't care about if the lifestyle is good, the money good, all that type of stuff. I would rather be alone than to be unhappy. Okay? So and I'm very big on, I think I really made it a point to show my children a better life, as in when it comes to relationships, for sure. Because I really get to see healthy husband and wife relationships in my life like that. So I made it a point to that I was going to be the generational breaker. I was going to be the one that showed them what a mother and a father looks like, working together, building the home, doing all the things or whatever. But if I wasn't going to be able to cultivate that space in a healthy way, I would rather let it go, and they see their mama still do what she do, and believe that God is going to put somebody else that's going to be in alignment with me and be willing to do those things, right? So I would never stay in a situation that is no longer serving me, especially if it's going to give unhealthy vibes. This is what love looks like, and it really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never do that to my children. I feel like that's more damage being done in that case. We just stand together for the children's sake. When they arguing and doing all the things, no, because they gonna go out there and think that that's what it looks like, and replicate that same thing. And I don't want them to do that. I want them to do better. And I know most times we talk about our children doing better than what we did. People always think financially, right? But it's in other ways. So I want them to be emotionally better and more healthy. I want them to be mentally stable and much better. Like, it's so many levels to that. But yeah, that I would never do. But that codependency thing, now your girl was broken. I don't like to be alone. I didn't like to be alone. I didn't like to be alone. I felt like I needed other people. I needed my man. But baby, the Lord has shook the table. You gonna learn today.
That's so good, Portia. That's a good point, because a lot of times when we are in a broken state, and especially like when we're going through any type of breakup, because friendship breakups, romantic breakups, right? Anytime where you're in a space where you have to sit alone, and think and process and heal. Sometimes the Lord puts you in that space because they always say, like, when He is breaking things apart, it's to bring things back together, to make you greater, to take you to the next level.
More whole.
More whole. And sometimes you can't get where He's trying to take you with some of those people that you have holding on to you. And so He has to break that thing apart. And we be holding on so tight because of that codependency thing. We like, no, let's work it out. We can work it out. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna give you time. I'm gonna give you time. You know, he may heal me. Don't nobody understand the pressure. Money and music ain't right. This, that, and the other thing. And what I do, I insulted when I know he tried. Okay, that was the whole what's love got to do with it.
Clearly. Come on, sing and sing.
Well, it's true. Like, you know, we be stuck because of that codependency thing. Because, again, there is something broken in us. And men do it too.
Yes.
Whether they want to admit it or not.
Yes.
There's something broken in us that we feel like we need someone else.
Yes.
And sometimes the Lord come in and disrupt that thing because He wants to show you that no, you can do this alone.
You can.
You will do this alone. And when I send you your queen or king, you're going to be ready to receive them because you will be healed. You will be together. You will be putting your finances in order. You will be putting your house in order. And when that person come in, it will be the icing on the top of the cake, right?
Ooh, come on.
Sometimes you can't even receive the blessing that the Lord has for you because you're stuck in this other mess. So then you got to shake the table.
You be like, whoa, wait, what's happening?
What's going on?
Right.
Listen.
Babe.
And then one day you look up and you like, now I know why I had to experience all of that. Why I had to go through all of that. It was for my good.
For my good. Jesus.
And like I said before, sometimes the Lord is constantly giving us lessons and chances and opportunities to get it right. And it is not until we hit rock bottom that we finally cry out to the Lord, Lord, please help me. Okay, I'm listening, Father.
Yeah.
And then He like, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and bless you. Because I've been trying to show you you're hard-headed.
You weren't trying to hear me.
So I had to slap you on the back of the neck with my sandal.
Child. Now you get it.
And now you're ready.
Yes.
So now I'm going to bless you.
Now I'm about, ooh, Jesus. Come on.
Now I'm going to bless you.
Bless me, indeed. Enlarge my territory.
Not just what you need, but with the desires of your heart. Because He said He would give us the desires of our heart.
What we want, what we
But we got to be ready to receive it.
We got to be. That's the thing. Like, we be saying, oh, I want marriage. Well, I want to be in a relationship with somebody. And then you get in it, and then you feel like you're not being fulfilled in all the areas you need. And then here you out here, going out here, busting it wide open for another real nigga. Like, no, girl.
Well, not only that you don't feel like you getting what you need, but you also not giving what you're supposed to be giving. Because you're not ready, because the Lord is still trying to prepare you, and you done jumped out here and done something He ain't told you to do.
And done it all, child. Lord, we ain't got to commit. There's nowhere written that you have to commit. Commit when you're ready. It's literally a choice. You literally can choose not to be with somebody. Like, but you need to heal. You need to do the things. You need to press all your own buttons, okay?
Try to do the work.
You press somebody else's. And if you can't do it for you, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. Or sis. Just leave me out of it, okay?
But don't go out there damaging other people when you yourself really are not ready. Like, you cannot continue to. This goes to the conversation we had on TT the other day about manipulation. You cannot go out and engage in a relationship with someone, telling them all along, I don't want to be in a relationship, but you're doing all the relationship things,
right?
And expecting them to understand that it's not a relationship when you're doing the relationship things, and you're damaging someone else because you're not yet in a space ready to receive love. Listen, don't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't do that. If you just wanna, if what you desire and need is to knock boots, then do that.
That part.
Get up, don't spend the night. Get your ass up. Take the hoe to Burger King and go home.
Have it your way, I guess.
I'm saying, don't be calling me up, taking me on romantic dates, and staying with me 4 or 5 days a week when you don't want a relationship because you have a need that you want fulfilled. It's not fair. It's not fair to me, and it's not fair to you either, bro, because you are still healing as well.
Yes.
Now that's one more thing you got to get over. Why? Yes. Just fuck all the hoes and then come back, healthy and healed, and then do all the
things. Do all the things.
Don't be a cheating ass cheater. That's the moral of the story.
Hello? The moral of the story is don't be a cheating ass cheater. Go talk to somebody. Lay on somebody's couch. Figure it out. Heal yourself. Do all the things. Don't be a cheating ass cheater. Or just be free. If you know you broke, just be free. Just don't commit. Don't commit to nothing.
I want to be free.
It's just that simple.
It's just that simple. Well, we're saying it's just that simple, right? But
yeah.
But life isn't simple, right? So there's twists and turns in life and lessons to be learned. And hopefully, at this big old age, we're learning those lessons.
Please. In Jesus' name. Hashitashi.
Hashitashi.
Listen, well, that is a wrap. All right. Thanks for joining us today. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let us know what you think, what you would like to hear from us in the future. If there are any topics you would like to discuss, etc., you can email us at tandp@theafterpartypod.com to ask all of your burning questions and the show topics, okay? Be on the lookout for our subscriber-only events. We are coming up with some very soon, okay? I know y'all already enjoying all the content and all the things, but be on the lookout for more, okay? We'll be back with another episode next Wednesday or so, and we'll be discussing cutting ties. Yeah. Some more healing, okay? Because this episode,
we gotta heal. We gonna keep on talking about it until we all heal. Because we healing too.
Yes. These be our mini therapy sessions. So there's that.
I'm working on me. She working on her. We working on y'all. Y'all working on y'all.
Cheers to that.
We love you guys.
Love you guys. Cheers. Love you. See you next time.